Swamiji wrote this book entitled Meditation and Its Practice, and at first glance it looks like a very simple, very basic, beginner's level of book. But once you look at it closely, you see that it is a very succinctly stated summary of the whole practice, the whole process, sort of from beginning to samadhi. And he literally mentions samadhi on virtually the last page. And in particular, what we're going to look at is chapter 6, which is entitled A Program for Progress in Meditation. In the chapters before that, he describes meditation and preparation and postures and about mind and mantra and breathing practices. And then he summarizes the whole thing in this program for progress in meditation. And in this program, the way he outlines it, he has some suggestions for what to do for the first month, the second month, a few months beyond that, and a few months beyond that. And if you have the book, you might want to go through and make a note in the columns of where that is. There are headings for the first month and there's headings for the second month, but after that there's no headings for the months beyond that. There's titled headings, but it doesn't say more months. That's in the body of the text. So it's useful if you write that into the columns, find it in the text, in the paragraphs, and then write it in the columns. But anyway, he starts by saying guidelines and goals for the first month. And then he immediately says, with flexibility, the first 1 or 2 months should be devoted to attaining a still, comfortable posture. Meditative posture should be steady and comfortable. There's 2 qualities there that we all should know and we should all always keep in mind. Our sitting posture literally should be steady and it should be comfortable at the same time. That may sound a little bit like an oxymoron, like they say jokingly of honest politician. The humor being that those 2 words don't go together. So, still, steady, comfortable posture can sound like that doesn't go together. How can I be still and steady and comfortable? But this is what we're working towards. Steadiness of posture means that you are able to sit still and keep the head, neck, and trunk aligned. For the first month, you may use the support of a wall to help you tell when you are keeping your head, neck, and trunk in a straight line. After that, learn to sit independently of such support. A very good meditation seat can be made from a wooden plank or board covered with 2 blankets that are folded into quarters. Obviously, there's many variations of that, but it takes time. Over time, you develop a sitting posture. For most of us, it's not something that just happens the first time. First, the body may shake, perspire, or become numb. Next, the subtler muscles, such as the cheeks or eyes, twitch. One should learn to ignore all of this. At first, the body rebels when you try to discipline it. If your throat gets dry while you're doing meditation, take a few sips of water. In some cases, you may notice that there's excess saliva in your mouth. Both of these symptoms are unhealthy and may be due to overeating or consuming bad food. When you begin to sit for meditation, you should not try to sit for a long time, Swamiji says. To start, 15 to 20 minutes will be sufficient. And then every 3rd day you can expand your practice by 3 minutes, or 1 minute, or 2, but don't be in a hurry over it. Discomfort is not a good sign. Massage your toes, legs, and thighs with your hands, and when you get up from your meditation seat, pray to the Lord that your meditation will continue to become better and will create the motivation to again sit in meditation. so that you await your meditation time with great desire. Notice that that's very different than discipline yourself. Often we hear people talk about, how do I discipline myself for meditation? Well, if you're looking forward to it, if you enjoy it, where's the need for discipline? Think of your favorite snack food or your favorite dessert. How do you discipline yourself to eat that? You don't. Why don't you discipline yourself to eat sweet? Because you enjoy it. So playfully said, what if you enjoyed meditation? What if you were doing what Swamiji says here, and that you were awaiting your meditation time with great desire, looking forward to the fact that for a few minutes I don't have to do anything with anybody else. All I have to do is sit here. All I get to do is sit here and be quiet. Remember, you're praying to the Lord of life, who is seated in the inner chamber of your own being. This sort of prayer strengthens your awareness. Do not pray for anything else except to strengthen your meditation. Selfish prayer feeds the ego and makes the aspirant weak and dependent. Prayer should be God-centered and not ego-centered. Then he provides an exercise in here that walks you through a sequence of basically being aware of your whole body, starting from the top of the head, down through the face, down through the body, and then returning. I think that there's not many people who are willing to do this. But if we're willing to do it from the beginning, or maybe if we've been meditating for a long time, we'll go back and do this for a month, where you give yourself 1 month. You did this, that the entire focus is on sitting still, and meditation on the body, being aware of the body, being aware of the body. So the idea, the suggestion is literally do it for a month. And then in a couple pages he comes to what's for the second month.